Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
He's seeking a 4-year, $200 million contract. I don't know if he's actually seeking that. I'm the one that put that out on Twitter, and it exploded, and people were contacting me like, "Who's your source?" And I was like, "Bro, I just said that I thought that that's what he wants." There was even a podcast, Eric Snow's podcast, apparently, Believe in 76ers. Eric Snow, legendary Sixer point guard, played with Allen Iverson for a bunch of years. They were talking about me on their podcast.
Run It Back Philly is a pretty prominent 76ers Twitter account. The Run It Back Philly account.
What's the name of this? What's the name?
Run It Back Philly.
Run It Back Philly? Okay.
Yep. They reported that the Sixers...
And this is from, a reliable source. This guy, Run It Back Philly, he wouldn't put something out there, unless he did. Who told you that, bro? I have never in my life been a reliable source of information. I just want you to know that. I say things that I think are funny. I say things that I think are entertaining. And sometimes if I'm like, let's shake things up a little bit, I might drop something on Twitter a little bit, see if it lights a fire. That one lit a fire. You know what's funny about fake reports? Is that all of these reports are fake. You know what I mean? It'll be like Shams reports that James Harden wants a 4-year, $200 million contract. Then you click the article and read it, and it was just like Kendrick Perkins saying, I think James probably wants this. Like, all people are doing is sitting on a sports show, giving their opinion, and then it gets reported a million times on Twitter as a fact. So I figured I would start doing the same thing. What does Brian Windhorst have that I don't? You know what I mean? Besides an amazing physique. My main goal in a situation like this is to stay away from drinking alcohol. What else, man? What else? NBA Central went crazy today, man. If we want to go around the NBA, talk about some NBA things. The Blazers aren't interested in trading Damian Lillard right now. Wow, they're really going to find themselves in a Wizards Bradley Beal situation, man. Damian Lillard has been talking on podcasts recently, basically almost saying, we're about to start. We're about to make some things happen, if the Blazers don't build a team really, really quickly. The Blazers are still sitting back saying, nah, we're not trading him. Well, good luck with that. You're not winning. He's not winning anything in Portland. What are the odds? Bro, what are the odds? I just said every report on the internet is fake all summer long. It's just people saying things. So when I say something and people are like, you don't have a source, I'm like, bro, apparently Kendrick Perkins on ESPN is a source. And Kendrick Perkins is saying James Harden will sign with the Lakers. So NBA Central, you know how it is, man. Just for the shares and the retweets and the favorites, they just post a picture of James Harden and LeBron James and say Kendrick Perkins predicts James Harden will sign with the Lakers. That's Kendrick Perkins' prediction. I mean, my point is, DJ Eastwood can have the same. I can say I predict James Harden signs with the Milwaukee Bucks. Why does it matter what I said or what Kendrick Perkins said? I don't know. It's a bunch of nonsense. There's no such thing as real reports anymore. Sorry, that's the way it is. Karl Anthony Towns, when my time is up and I retire, there will be people that say I changed the game. Yeah, he was on the Patrick Beverly pod and saying that he's the best shooting big man of all time. And Patrick Beverly apparently said that Karl Anthony Towns is the best big man in the game, and he played with him, and he played against Joel Embiid, and he played against Jokic, so he knows. So Patrick Beverly knows. But look, man, we're in a clickbait era. It just is what it is. Everybody's making a podcast now, and their goal in making a podcast is to say something crazy that gets a lot of clicks, that gets a lot of shares, that in turn brings people back to the podcast where the advertisements are, where they make money off of it. I mean, you guys know this. You know what I mean? There's social media, like kids are learning social media tactics in college now. Like you can go to school to be a social media marketing professional. You know, this is just social media marketing at this point. Get a podcast, say something outlandish, so that people are like, who the fuck said that? And then they go to your podcast and they're like, oh, this guy. You know, it's not, you know, there's entire departments. Like that's a pod. Pat Bev Pod is a pod on Barstool, man. With my dude Roan from Philly. Shout out to him, legendary battle rapper. You know the drill. But yeah, there's people in office buildings working for Barstool, you know, coming up with ways to get people to listen to the Patrick Beverley podcast. The Hornets are not trading the number 2 pick, and I don't think they should for anything, unless it was a package that delivered them the number 1 pick, to be honest with you. Where the Hornets are right now, and LaMelo Ball, hopefully, you know, not getting injured again this upcoming season. LaMelo Ball, when healthy, is an amazing young point guard. The Hornets should pair him with Scoot Henderson. That's who they should pair him with. Rumors are Brandon Miller might go number 2. I think it's crazy. I personally think it's crazy. I think Scoot Henderson's the guy at number 2 after Wembanyama. I might even go as far as saying Scoot Henderson should be number 1. Because I would be scared of Wembanyama's build. I said it about Chet Holmgren, and I was right already. I said it about Kristaps Porzingis, you know, years ago, and I was right. These guys that are 7'5", they can't stay healthy. Wembanyama's out there playing like a guard at 7'4". It's crazy. It's unseen, but I would fear that he's going to have health issues, unfortunately. I would fear that. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to wish injury upon anybody. I'm saying if I was in charge of an NBA franchise and I had the number 1 pick, I would fear Wembanyama's future health. And I might consider drafting Scoot Henderson.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.